So, for the vast majority of businesses, if you log into Google Search Console, probably about this time last year, you would have noticed a separation between clicks and impressions, which means Google continued to show your website on the search engine results page, but you might have gotten fewer and fewer clicks. You will have also seen new websites showing up as being a high referrers of traffic. Google's Gemini, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, Grok, you name it, becoming a source of referral traffic. Now, with all of this, has become a bit of a SEO nightmare for many, where they've screamed at the top of their lungs, SEO is dead. Like, what does that mean? Like, we're no longer getting as much traffic as we used to from organic. Like, woe is me, it's all over. And then on the flip side, you have SEOs who are saying, good, now we have to think a little bit differently. Now we have to think a little bit strategically. We have to navigate this new era. I'm in the camp that whether you want to call it GEO, AEO, LLM, SEO, EIEIO, I don't care. I really don't care what acronym you want to use. All I care is that we're optimizing our marketing efforts to increase our visibility and discovery on LLM platforms, search platforms, social media platforms. Let's just start showing up everywhere we could. If we embrace that and we are in alignment that that is what we want to do, then there are elements of SEO that are still ridiculously important. You still need to have a technically sound site. You should still understand search intent, meaning what are the queries that people would look for when they are trying to find your business. In SaaS, for example, it kills me. It actually kills me when I go on a software site and I don't see them having feature pages, or I don't see them having industry pages, or I don't see any comparison pages, any alternative pages, migration pages. These are things that someone who has commercial intent would look for. So you should have those pages. You should have a page if you're a CRM, because it's easy. If you're a CRM that targets electricians, plumbers, and HVAC professionals, you need individual landing pages that speak to each of them. Because if someone goes to Google and they type in CRMs for electricians, and you only have a landing page that says CRM, guess what? You're never going to rank for that word unless you're Salesforce or HubSpot, or Pipedrive or Close, like one of the top guys. You're never going to get there. So why don't you niche down your pages so you can show up in search? Now, when you do that, something beautiful happens. Because you have started to use variables associated with me as an individual, the user, the person you're trying to sell to. When I'm trying to think through who should I buy as a CRM, consumer behavior has changed. Now they're going to Grok and they're saying, what is the best CRM for an electrician? And because you're saying for an electrician, they are combining CRM and electrician. They're scraping the web. They're doing a fan out query, which is essentially multiple searches at once. And they're going to look for the best electrician CRMs, the top electrician CRMs, the top rated electrician CRMs. They're going to do multiple queries at once. And then they're going to scrape all of that content and do a ranking system to figure out which one is the best. And then it's going to make that recommendation to the user. What you'll have to realize is that the places that AI is going includes things like Reddit, it includes YouTube, it includes G2, Capterra, softwareadvice.com, rawsimmons.com, paul.com, gregory.com, Captain Cappuccino, softwareadvice.com. It includes all of those sites. So what you now need to do as an SEO and as a marketer is think, we need a Reddit strategy. We need a YouTube strategy. We need a digital PR strategy. We need to have a relationship with Paul so we can have him write a blog post about us and include us as one of the top electrician CRMs directly on his site. You have to scale it outside of your sole website. For over a decade, SEOs just cared, for the most part, about their own website. We have to make sure that our landing pages, our website is optimized, is technically sound. We have good author pages, that we have expertise, experience, authority, and trust dripping all over our site. But now, they finally are starting to realize that you have to be on Reddit, you have to be on YouTube, you have to be on other sites too, and not just care about getting a bunch of backlinks. You actually have to have contextual content and stories on these platforms too. So that's the shift that is happening. So again, long answer to a short question. I call it GEO. I'm good with anybody calling it anything else. I'll change it if I hear someone say AEO. I'll just switch it and be like, okay, let's call it AEO in this conversation. But I don't think SEO is dead. I think it's very much alive, and I hope that SEOs, if they want to have a job 5 years from now, are starting to realize that they need to think outside of the box.